Good morning, YouTube world. Starting a video game collection has proven to be relatively expensive, what we're buying sort of slightly rarer games and things and such. So I wanted to show you that you can start a video game collection for very cheap and still pick up some pretty cool stuff. I set myself a challenge to go into CEX and see if I could pick up 10 games for £10, with the only stipulation being that none of them were sports titles. Yeah, so we're not picking up FIFAs and rugby for 50p just to sort of bulk it out. I wanted to pick up sort of a multitude of different genres and video games. Do you get what I'm saying? So yes, I managed to get video games on 3 different consoles, which I was quite gassed about, sort of like a broad spectrum of video games. So the first game I'm going to show you is the History Channel, Great Battles of Rome. Yes, I don't know whether this is going to be like a tactics-esque based game and you control armies, or what with it being the History Channel, is it going to be a video game that sort of like shows you what happened in these battles and you may control the outcome or not control it, or maybe change the path of future and present? Does that make sense? Yes, once again, you know me, I pick up games because they look cool and then don't do no research and then play the game and figure it all out by myself. Yes, I'm quite sort of like gassed to have more PSP games. PSP is sick. Buy a PSP, quite cheap, really fun. Like, I know the Nintendo Switch is like better graphics and all that kind of stuff, but there were some good titles on the PSP. Yes, so Great Battles of Rome on the PSP. The next 3 games are for the Nintendo Wii, and these once again cover a slight sort of like broad spectrum of video gaminess. Yes, the first one for just 75p no less is Shaun White's Snowboarding. This sort of uses the Wii Fit board, so you'll be going down mountains and rocking back and forwards and things and such, and sort of moving the snowboard. So it's going snowboarding kind of in your living room without the cold. Yes, yeah, quite cool. Like, very innovative of its time kind of thing. Other than like the dance mat, there weren't really many games that used your feet and balance. So the Wii Fit sort of like bridged that gap, and we have games like this. Yes. Will I play it? Yeah, I'll play it for a half hour one day maybe, and if I like it, I'll keep the Wii Fit board out and play it more. But for now, very cool for just 75p. Now, the next game, as you'll be seeing here, was not my choice. This was purely the choice of my beautiful wife. Would I have picked it up on my own? No. The wife was there, so ta-da, now I have it. And it is Hannah Montana the movie. Yes, you get to play as both characters, perform and dance as Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus. I don't know whether this is like a microphone singy-longy karaoke kind of thing, or like a Dance Matty-esque where you just press buttons and magic happens. Oh, you get to perform all the hit songs, including 5 from just the movie. Yes. I'm secretly maybe going for like the entire Wii collection, because they're really cheap, and like the most expensive game on there is only like, I say only, it's like way cheaper than if you was getting the PS2 collection. Does that make sense? So I might inadvertently one day have the entire Wii collection. I love the Wii. The Wii is the best console of all time. Yes, I think, in my opinion. But yes, Hannah Montana. Yes. The next game is one of my favourite genres of video game. Yes, very sort of family inclusive and nice. And it is Vacation Isle Beach Party. This is going to be your basic sort of beach party games, I assume, like volleyball, yes, volleyball and things and such. Things that you play on the beach on an island, as it says in the title. Yes, once again, like I said, it's one of my favourite genres. It the Wii really brought the family together. I can remember my first Wii and we were playing like bowling and darts and things and such as a family, and it was nice. Game nights are not what they used to be. Yes, have game nights with your family and play video games. Have a nice time. Don't sit there and scroll through your phone and watch movies. Play video games. Yes. The next 6 games are all PS2 titles. It was really easy to find PS2 titles for £1. There's the PS2 library is very vast and very varied. One of the best libraries of all time, PS2. Yes. They were really like swinging in the PS2 era. Do you get what I mean? Like trying new things, testing hardware, having a nice time. So the first of these 6 games I picked up was Stuntman Ignition on the PS2. I can remember playing this game when I was a kid and having a really good time. It was hard, but a really good time. But then again, I was probably like 12. So is it hard now? Meh, who knows? But yeah, I can remember sort of like you got set tasks and you would go through a small level where you had chicanes and explosions and you had to go into boxes and things and such. Yes, I can remember it being, like I said, quite hard, but I'll give it a go nowadays. Like, these are very much sort of half-hour games as well because the levels were quite small, so you could do like 5 or 6 levels in half hour, have a cup of tea, and then play another game, and you don't have to do what I like to call video game archaeology when you go back to the game, because it is impossible to be lost when you're at the beginning of a 2-minute level. Do you get what I mean? Yes. So yeah, Stuntman Ignition, very cool. The next game, I was hunting around once, maybe last week, for a copy of Warzone 2100 on the PlayStation 1. And when I saw this game, I wondered, ooh, does it sort of like bridge the gap, kind of? Is it like it? I don't know. We'll find out. And it is Seek and Destroy. Now, from what I can see, you play as just one solitary tank, going through levels, blowing things up, having a nice time. So I don't know whether this is going to be like Command and Conquer or, like I said, Warzone 2100. But will it bridge the gap? Will it fill my pot as such? Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, yeah, wartime games, really cool. Yeah, War's not cool, but you know what I mean. So yes, Seek and Destroy for just £1. The next game is inadvertently kind of a sports title, but not FIFA and not, do you know what I mean? So it's still a cool sport. Yes. And it is Snowboard Racer 2. Now, the reason I bought this is because there is a number 2. So therefore, number 1 was good enough. Do you get what I mean? Sometimes, like, if number 1 weren't good, then they wouldn't have made number 2, maybe. Yes, that was my mentality behind buying this game. But snowboarding games like SSX and stuff like that, which I have on a console somewhere, were like very innovative and very cool and like bright colours and things and such. So I'm hoping this is sort of along the same vein as them. Yes, nothing will beat SSX, obviously. They like brought out a load of snowboarding video games since then, sort of Steep and Descenders and things and such, but SSX is still the best. Play SSX, brilliant game. So yes, I picked this up because maybe it's reminiscent of them. Yes, yeah, that's a good enough reason. Yes, Snowboard Racer. Now the next game, I played when I was young, and why did I play it when I was young? I have no idea, but I thought it'd be cool back then. And maybe it is now, I don't know. But it is Charlie's Angels on the PS2. Yes. Once again, you'll be seeing all gameplay footage of everything just here. And when I watch this gameplay footage, it will bring back all the memories of playing these games. I believe one of my friends had this game when I was a kid. I played it around his house. Yes. Very much a sort of like linear path, walk through levels, and a bit of beaty-uppy. Sort of doing your special kicks and tricks. But yes, quite a cool game, I think. Is it worth £1? We shall see. Any video game is worth £1. There's sort of cool things to be found in every video game. Do you get what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that. So yes, £1 Charlie's Angels. Very cool. Now, The next game I picked up because I've never heard of this sort of genre of games. Yes, and that's good enough reason as ever, is it not? And it is Top Trumps, Dogs and Dinosaurs. Yeah, have a go on that. Have a look at that. Yeah, I assume everyone knows the Top Trumps cards that you pick up from toy shops and things and such. And you sort of split the deck, and your friend would have, maybe if it was a dog, they would have a Doberman and you would have an Alsatian. And then you would say, oh, the aggression of the Doberman is more than the Alsatian, so I win. Give me your card. Yes, that's how it worked. Now, I don't know how it's going to work with Dogs versus Dinosaurs. But we shall see. And this is Adventures Volume 2. So once again, there was a Volume 1, and the Volume 1 sold enough to warrant Volume 2. So therefore, this must be good. Yes, that is proper good for nothing logic. You can take that to the grave. But yes, Dogs versus Dinosaurs. The last game I picked up of this magical £10 bundle was a movie title. Now, I know movie titles don't necessarily always perform. Do you know what I mean? Remember Bad Boys? Did you play Bad Boys? How good was that? Yeah. So, I am apprehensive to play this game, but it is The Sum of All Fears on the PS2. Now, I would very much assume that this is kind of a James Bond-esque cloney kind of thing. Like, an evil genius is going to blow up the world and you're going to save the world by running through levels and shooting lots of bad guys. Yes. 27,000 nuclear weapons. One is missing. Yes. Yes. Once again, half-hour games. Play half-hour games. There's loads of them. Play them for half hour. And if you get bored, just have another one. I have many. Take your pick. Have a nice time. So yes. It looks like it has Ben Affleck and Morgan Freeman. And everyone loves Morgan Freeman. I hope Morgan Freeman voices this game. I doubt it, because it would have cost a lot of money. But I hope he does. Yes. Very cool. So yes, that was my £10 bundle. Now, like I said, I wanted to sort of like bring the price of my shopping listy-esque, not spend too much money on video games. But then I was walking along one day and I tripped over in the rain, and I accidentally tripped for such a long time that I fell into an Argos nonetheless. And then my card fell out of my pocket, and when it did, the lady behind the thing thought I shouted the name of a game title, and then she brought the game, and then the card fell onto the card reader, and then I paid for the game. Yes, that's what I told the wife. But yes, so I picked up a copy of Silent Hill F. Now, I don't regularly sort of make it a thing that I pick up new games, but Silent Hill games sort of historically have always held their price really well, so this ain't going to go down in price like anytime soon. And it was very cool. I've seen a couple of gameplay snippets and it looks amazing, so I thought I would pick it up. And once I've got around to finishing Shadow of the Erdtree, I will have something new and shiny to play. This isn't going to come on any form of Game Pass or anything along that lines, I don't think. So the only way to buy it is physical, so I did. But yes, very creepy kind of video games, Silent Hill. So I would assume this follows ilk from all the other ones, where it's very misty and very ominous, and lots of monsters and ghoulies. I hope you do get weapons in this. Once again, I haven't looked at much gameplay, so I don't know whether you get weapons and you get to shoot things. I hope it isn't a runaway simulator. But yes, this is the day one edition, nonetheless. What does that mean, Andrew? No idea. But I have it. Yes, very cool. I will keep this sealed for as long as possible, and then eventually I will open it. There's no point in having sealed games, is there? Yes. But yeah, pretty cool, eh? So once again, that is the end of my £10 challenge and my accidental falling over saga of Silent Hill. So yes, just proving that you don't need all the money in the world to buy cool video games. You tell me. You tell me. Right. Join me in the next one. Peace.